Good afternoon. Is it noon? Oh, it's still good morning. Good morning to all of you all. It's a great day to be in West Louisville. I'm so excited for being here today, and I want to thank all of you for your time that you came out this morning. Can we give it up for Central High School Band? All right, here we go. We're going to get this going here. And my name is Nicole Yates, and I am the AVP of Growth and Community Engagement for Passport Health Plan by Molena Healthcare. And we're so excited to be here today. We've got the governor and the first lady, and we've got the lieutenant governor and the lieutenant gentleman. Is that what we do? I love it. Second gentleman. Thank you for being here. I know you didn't have to do that. We've got the mayor, Senator Neal, who's been a champion. When I was at the congressman's office, he was holding conference calls at 8 p.m., and I was like, good Lord, what are we doing here? But he's been a great champion for us, and we can't thank you enough for it. And we've got Senator Titchener here, and Pastor Reverend Dr. President Corey Scholl is in the house. And you're going to hear from all of these people, but this is the front line here, and so I got to give acknowledgments. You know how we do. And so we've got the principal of Hudson Middle School, Miss Geronda Major. She's in the house. And we've got my fiery good friend, State Representative Pam Stevenson's in the house. And we got Rocky Atkins, Senior Advisor to the Mayor, who's champion of all things. And you should know that Joni Jenkins, former state rep, is here to represent the Honorable Congressman Morgan McGarvey, who you all may know is in Normandy with the President of the United States. So you've probably seen that on TV. He called me himself to apologize for not being here. And then we've got our distinguished Councilman Philip Baker. I'm surprised you didn't hear his laugh in the house. All right, and then we have Miss Donna, Councilwoman Miss Donna Purvis, who's been a champion. And then I believe we sit in the district of Councilman Ja'Cory Arthur. And last but not least, you should know that we sit in the school board district of Miss Gail Strange. And we have other school board members here as well. Thank you for being here. We've got the Deputy LMPD Chief Paul Humphrey is here, and many, many, many more of you all are here today to celebrate with us. It is a great day. It's a beautiful day to be in West Louisville. How about this? It's been a long time coming, and I'm so excited about it. And Pastor Cosby, I was thinking about this, something being long awaited. In Romans 8:24, it says, if you hope for something that you cannot see, keep waiting for it with patience. And we've done that for a very long time. We've been waiting for this, and it is here. And so, Reverend Dr. President, Honorable Kevin Cosby, we appreciate you being in the house today. There are so many people who have made this happen, and we are grateful for it. You're going to hear from a long list of folks. And so this is like being in the black church. People got a lot to say. And so what you should know is that for 20 years, the land here at 18th and Broadway has remained undeveloped until now. And we're so very excited. And when Passport acquired this land, the goal was to ensure that the property would be developed in such a way that it benefits the people of West Louisville. And we have said that from the beginning, and today holds true to what we have said that we would do. And today, in partnership with JCPS, we are here to announce something very exciting, some very exciting news. And with that, I would like to turn the podium over to our plan president, Mr. Ryan Sadler.
I get bopped in the head at home from the little kids with the balloons all the time, so executive decision to try to move them out of the way. Good morning. We are here. What an exciting day for West Louisville, for the community, and for all the Medicaid members that we serve at Passport by Molena, but for the entire community here, for all of these people here that are committed to this community. It's so important that we show up. We have committed to do it, and we are all here today for West Louisville. So we're pleased to announce this development that's going to serve the well-being of West Louisville for generations to come. And it's exciting, and I'm proud to be part of it. In 2022, when Molena acquired the 20-acre land here, we were committed to developing this property in a way that would be good for West Louisville. Within weeks of acquiring the land, we sought out to implement a series of listening sessions, included stakeholders from the entire community, the business partners, community leaders, government partners, of course. And as you might imagine, there were a few suggestions on how we should use this property. But the overarching theme is that the feedback we got was that it should be something new, not in the current community, and that would service the entire community. So, through that, we've come to this great announcement and an exciting day. I will say specifically thanks to the leadership of Governor Beshear, Mayor Greenberg, of course, the Lieutenant Governor, so focused on education, and of course, the Superintendent Polio and JCPS, the community business organizations, the leaders. Rocky, every time I turn around, I see you guys, all of you guys. It's so great to see you. Culmination of all of this work coming together. It's because of all of the work that we have done together to get here. For more than 4 years now, this crew has been working on this, but I know it's a long time coming beyond that. But, you know, since the very first conversation we had with Governor Beshear, his commitment to making sure this development came together has been steadfast. And under your leadership, this has all come together, so thank you so much. I'd be remiss if I did not mention also Senate President Stivers, Senator Julie Rocky Adams, and Speaker Osborne, who have all played their own part in this and have been committed to West Louisville as well. So the grant announcement that we'll start to discuss, and we'll leave more details for Superintendent Polio to discuss, but Molena Healthcare, Passport by Molena Healthcare, is here today to announce that we are donating this property to Jefferson County Public Schools. Thank you. So, thank you for that. And we're proud to do it. You know, it's our commitment to this community. It's our obligation to the people we serve, and so we're happy to do it. It's an honor. Obviously, we're privileged to be here. Superintendent Polio is going to share more details on that in just a moment. But I want to add, in addition, Passport by Molena Healthcare will maintain a prominent presence on this site. And we'll start by renovating one of the existing buildings on the property to use as our one-stop help center, member engagement center. These centers, these one-stop help centers, are tailored to meet the needs of our one-stop help centers, tailored to meet the needs of our Medicaid members that we serve in the area. And these centers offer face-to-face interactions for our members. They offer health risk screenings, new member orientation, numerous events that we'll do to engage our members that we serve, including so many of the children affiliated with JCPS. It's such a natural connection that we use this property to tailor our footprint right here in West Louisville with so many people walking through the neighborhood. In addition to that, these one-stop help centers service the greater community as well. Once this ribbon cutting is done on our new one-stop help center, we'll offer things like farmers market events and community baby showers and back-to-school giveaways and the like. So it will be here to service not only the Medicaid patients that we serve at Passport by Molena, but for the entire community as well. And it's really important that we're here in West Louisville, that we have this prominent presence here in West Louisville, because Passport by Molena services more Medicaid members in West Louisville than any other managed care organization in the Commonwealth. So we're proud to be here, and we're committed to being here for the long term. So thank you for that. And lastly, I'll just say, as part of that commitment, we're proud to partner with JCPS in this development and be part of this great opportunity. So here today to announce the largest plans of the development are Superintendent Marty Polio.
All right. What an incredible morning and a day to be here. I think I and our team have dreamed about this day for about 6 or 7 years now. And so it is a special time for us to be able to come up here and talk about this wonderful announcement and what we're doing. We have the principal of Hudson, Dr. Majors, here. She's a wonderful principal, but I say that mostly, and she'll have some words here in a little bit, but I say that mostly because for probably the past 18 months, I've told her, permanent location is coming. Can't tell you what it is, permanent location is coming. I think to the point where she didn't believe me anymore, but I said, we are gonna have this day. And so this has been a long journey to get here, it really has. But from probably 2017, 2018, we saw this plot of land as some place where JCPS could make a home in West Louisville for Hudson Middle School. And we did not have Hudson Middle School at that time, but we did. I want to thank all our board members, but specifically those that are here. Dr. Schull is here. Thank you very much, our board chair. Gail Strange is here, who is, this is her district, District 1. Dr. Kolb is here as well. So thank you all for your support on this project. The same thing with them. We've been talking some in executive session, but I've been saying this is coming. We just can't say it. And it's been, once again, that long process. We were early on in the stages of talking with Passport before they were building this, thinking that we might have a student services center at this time. And then when, as you know, the Passport deal did not come to fruition and they did not finish the building at that time, we thought, wow, this could be a great place for a new middle school here in West Louisville. And thank you. And it did take time because there were a lot of steps that had to happen before that came about, but we were thinking about purchasing it. And about 18 months ago, we started having conversations with Molena and Passport to talk about how JCPS could have a home on this important plot of land. And I would never, in my wildest dreams, thought that they would donate us this plot of land, but they came through and did that. And I want to be clear about what a big step that is for Molena to do that for us. I believe they purchased it for $7 or $8 million, and they donated that to JCPS. That's just an incredible thing. Thank you so much to Ryan and his entire team for being a part of this process and this journey to get us here. I want to be clear about the importance of this because I think that is so important for us to talk about. The last middle school, and I say JCPS, but we can talk whether that was Louisville Public Schools or JCPS. The last middle school that was built in this community was almost a century ago, 90 years ago. Western Middle School, 90 years ago. And that is the last middle school that was built. I was so proud that we got to open up that building right across the street, William Perry Elementary, about 11, 12 months, or 9, 10 months ago, and it's a beautiful school. I hope you get the chance to be inside of that school because it has all of the beautiful things that kids deserve. And I say this all the time. The facilities, the quality of the facilities matter to kids. And when they walk into a building, it is sending a message to kids how much the community and how much the school district believes and cares about them. And when they can walk into a new school building, they are getting that message that this community cares about us. And I will say this, with the last high school that was built in West Louisville was the new Central High School. which I believe was built in 1952, prior to Muhammad Ali walking inside of the school building. So we have not had a middle or a high school built in West Louisville since 1952. But that ends with this property behind us. We are ready to break ground and get moving on this. I know my facilities team will say, hold on, we got a lot to do, but we are ready to do this right now and get going on it, because our kids at Hudson Middle School deserve to have the best. They deserve to have the best facility, the best teachers, the best resources. Everything you possibly can have, our kids deserve that, and kids of West Louisville deserve that. We were blown away by the response of the amount of students who wanted to go to Hudson Middle School. And 80% of our middle school families said they want a school close to home, but they also want to make sure that they have the resources and the facilities that they deserve. We've given the resources, now we're giving the facility. I'm just so excited about this. We are going to put up a state-of-the-art facility, athletic fields, all of these things behind us that every one of our kids deserves. And as you heard, the phase one part of this from the donation will be Hudson Middle School. There will also be a potential phase two, which could happen in a couple years, which, as you heard, Ryan was talking about Molena and Passport having a healthcare center here on the property. And we will also be looking to have a central office facility for JCPS on this property as well. And I cannot imagine a better partner to be right next to a school, really two schools, than a healthcare facility, because so many of our kids need these services. And this is what we talk about when we talk about wraparound services and a community school. This is exactly what we're talking about, having these partners with us right on this land. So that will be a phase two that we'll be working towards in the next 2 years. But phase one, we are going to kick it off right away and get that school moving and get it up and built. So I'm just so excited about this and how this plot of land and this area has been transformed from the new YMCA to William Perry Elementary, and Blaine Hudson will now be behind us with a potential central office and a healthcare center. That is a complete change. So I can't thank you enough, Governor. Thank you for joining us here today and being supportive. Lieutenant Governor, thank you. They are true champions when it comes to education. They have been supporters of public education, and can't thank you enough. Mayor, thank you also for your support and being in our schools all the time. We truly appreciate you, and all the legislators that are here as well. Thank you so much for your support of JCPS. This is, once again, just the start. We got a lot more to do. We're opening up some new schools. We broke ground on W.E.B. Du Bois. We'll have a new spot for Grace James Academy soon enough, and we're going to keep going. 20 schools in the next 10 years. Thank you so much.
So I'll introduce Governor Beshear in just 1 second. I would be remiss, however, if I did not ask every member of the Passport by Molena team, Molena Corporate, Passport Health Plan, anybody affiliated with the Passport Molena Plan, please stand up, wave, acknowledge. Thank you so, so much. Our team is so committed to the people that we serve. I am so proud of the work that they do over and over again, whether it's the tornadoes, the floods, whatever it is that comes up. Our team is called, and we go to action to take care of our people. And the work that they do is what allows all of this to happen. I'm so appreciative of this team and so proud of this team. Thank you. So, Governor Beshear, and I should mention the First Lady, of course, and the Lieutenant Governor, thank you all for being here. It means so much that you guys are here. Thank you. Look, I mentioned before, the governor has been committed to this steadfast for at least 4.5 years that I know of, and has really helped make this all happen. He's been a consistent leader in the Medicaid space, and I would just tell you, as we talked to him before they hired us, we said, we want to be your partner. Let us prove to you that we will be your partner and partner of choice. And so for that and this commitment that we are delivering on, I'm so proud to be able to do that and committed to our partnership going forward. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you. A little over 6 years ago, a past governor stopped what was the construction of a $100+ million building on this property. And about 5 years ago, I made a promise that if I was elected governor, we would develop this property. It hadn't been easy, but I remember meeting with Molena as they were coming into the state, and they said, "We will develop this property." And I remember looking back saying, "You better." But just look at what we're doing here today, announcing a new middle school coming to West Louisville, announcing more than the possibility, but the probability of a large administrative office of JCPS coming to West Louisville, a Passport by Molena keeping jobs on this very site. What we're seeing is real investment in this area. Pastor, I remember you looking at me and saying, West Louisville deserves better than looking at the shell of a building, a failed promise. Today we take a step to keep the promise that was originally made on this property. We got to thank those that are making this happen. I mean, this is a multi-million-dollar gift by Passport by Molena to this community and the school system. And how about JCPS stepping up, doing the right thing, building a new facility right here? And Superintendent, I know it's not easy to be in one of these positions. And I know there are days where everything doesn't go right. But today is the day you're making things go right for this community and for your school system. I think about these last 4.5 years and the investments that we have seen in West Louisville, and I think it's exciting. The very first event I went to as governor was the opening of the $28 million Broadway YMCA. That investment added to by the $53 million Norton Healthcare Sports and Learning Center. Getting to be there for the opening of the $60+ million Beecher Terrace project. Recently, cutting the ribbon on the $50 million Goodwill Opportunity Center, which on its own has created 200 jobs in West Louisville. We are getting so close to the completion of what will be the first hospital in West Louisville in 150 years. That hospital by Norton Healthcare, a $100 million investment, 200+ jobs. I think about our announcement, Stellar Snacks, a $137 million investment, 350 jobs in West Louisville. Through the mayor's hard work, MMY, $6.1 million investment, 73 new jobs. Through state investment and MSD, the Patty Run Pump project is expected to create 500 jobs in West Louisville. The $10 million expansion of Waterfront Park to make sure West Louisville has part of Waterfront Park here in Louisville. The investments we've seen in Simmons College, including the Simmons College Digital Teaching and Learning Center. Thank you, Pastor Cosby. The reopening of ElderServe under Tim Finley. And I get, after decades of neglect, that is not nearly enough. But it's a good start, and today shows we are going to continue on this trajectory, investing in these neighborhoods, creating good jobs for this community. But this didn't happen because of me. This happened because of the leaders in this community that would not accept no for an answer, that kept pushing through those decades, and that have helped make this happen here today. And I would just say on my end, thank you for your guidance. Thank you for being there. Thank you for talking about the importance of each of these projects. And what I talked about today are jobs, our housing, our health care, and our education, all in this community. These aren't just projects. These are building a better future right here in West Louisville. I couldn't be prouder to be a small part of the progress being made here, and I hope, as you see, all across Kentucky. Those are steps like removing the Jefferson Davis statue from your Capitol Rotunda, from getting then Colonel Charles Young, 100 years later, promoted to general, meaning the first African-American general in the history of the U.S. Army is from Kentucky, to enshrining the Crown Act in state hiring practices. And for the first time this year for the executive branch, making Juneteenth a state holiday. And I will admit that I will never feel the harm and hurt of racism, of discrimination, of the vestiges of so much of our history, but I promise to continue to listening, to trying to hear, and to moving forward together to create a better Commonwealth for absolutely everyone. I couldn't do that without the best First Lady I could ever ask for, Brittany Bashir. Thank you. And I couldn't do it without the best partner in governing that I could ask for. And before I introduce her, my goodness, Corey, thank you for your service, and every other member of the board of JCPS. Senator Neal, Representative, thank you for your service and fighting for this community, as well as each and every one of our Metro Council members and everything that you have done. Phil, Corey. But I get to work every day with someone who is committed to public education. She is the first teacher to serve as lieutenant governor since Martha Lane Collins, and she has ensured that education is always first and foremost in this administration. Let me introduce you to Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. What an exciting day. What an exciting day. On Team Kentucky, we believe in working together, and today is about working together. We believe that every Kentuckian deserves access to high-quality health care. And we believe in the promise of public education in Kentucky. And we know that when you develop property, you're really developing prosperity. And not just for this generation, but for generations to come. Because when it comes to public education, it's not complicated, y'all. You put kids first. You support the teachers and the custodians and the bus drivers that show up for our kids every single day. And you make sure our schools have what they need to do what we need them to do. That is the recipe for success in public education. And I am so grateful for the local leadership here, for having a governor that believes in public education, and for the families and community leaders that continue to push for this, because you know what it means for your kids and for their kids and for their future families. That's what today is about. And I'm so honored to be here with you. I cannot wait until we break ground, until we cut ribbons, until we welcome kids and families into this school. And I cannot wait until we show up and we all say, "Go Hudson Panthers!"
All right, and I have the distinct honor of introducing a good friend of mine, the leader of this city. Are you the 51st mayor of Kentucky? I worked for the 50th, so I remember that. And so Mayor Greenberg is a good friend, and they gave me some things to say about him, and I really don't need these things, but I do want to mention them because they are important, especially in honor of what we're doing here today. And so we know that he's a proud Louisvillian, he's a proud father, a son. He is also a recipient of JCPS school system, correct? So he knows how important this is. He has put Louisville first and prioritized education. And more than anything, he has prioritized the public safety, affordable housing, economic development, and he is delivering universal pre-K for every 3- and 4-year-old in this city. And so without further ado, it is my great honor and privilege to introduce the Mayor of Louisville, Craig Greenberg.
Well, good morning, everyone, and what a week it has been for Louisville. What a week it has been for JCPS families, for all of our city. We started the week Monday morning. Many of those of you who are here today were with us then. After 6 weeks of great conversation, members of JCPS, my administration, TARC leadership, 2 unions, and members of the community like Sadiqa, Dr. Scholl, and many others who are here with us today had worked hard together for 6 weeks in partnership to improve the quality of education, of public transportation, and most importantly, of the lives and families of here in West Louisville and other neighborhoods that have been neglected for far too long. We came together and announced a historic partnership agreement where we could address the challenges facing both TARC and JCPS and have TARC drivers in the upcoming school year drive for JCPS so more kids have opportunities to be transported to school every day on time and to the public magnet school of their choice. That important agreement came together through hard work, through partnership, by listening to community and doing things in our community that had not been done before. And now, yes. And now to end this work week, we're coming together for another great project for JCPS, for JCPS families, for West Louisville, and for our entire city. That also came together through hard work and through partnership. And we are seeing that progress being made today. I want to thank Molena so much for your commitment, your contributions for making this possible. Dr. Polio, to you, to Dr. Scholl, to the entire board and administrative team at JCPS, and to every principal, teacher, and administrator at JCPS, thank you for educating our kids. Thank you for your commitment to public education. And Governor, to you and Lieutenant Governor, thank you for your commitment to projects like this, to that long list of projects in West Louisville that you have supported. And so what I want to close by saying is let's use this week as an example of what we can do in Louisville, as an example of when we work together in partnership, when we listen to members of the community, When elected leaders, when the private sector, when organizations like JCPS and TARC that might not have historically worked together come together, let's build on that long list of important needed projects that the governor just recently mentioned. But let's do more. Let's do much more. Let's continue to invest in our parks, in our libraries, in restaurants, in infrastructure, in the pools that are being built here in Louisville, and so much more. We need to continue to invest in the 9 neighborhoods of West Louisville and the other neighborhoods in our city that have been neglected and overlooked for far too long, because every family, every student deserves the best. They deserve the best elementary school like they have across the street. They deserve the best middle school like they'll have here at Hudson Middle School. And let's all work together for these projects. And as Nicole just said, let's work together in partnership to give our kids, to give the future of our city the best gift that we can give them. And that is the gift of universal pre-K. Let's work together in partnership to make that a reality. Here in Louisville and across the entire Commonwealth, Governor, I look forward to working with all of you to make these things happen. Thank you all very much, and congratulations.
Senator Neal, you're up next. And listen, it's not Sunday morning. Come on.
I want to welcome the congregation. Oh, that's right, it's not Sunday morning. Thank you so. Governor, thank you. Thanks this governor. Come on, thank him. And this lieutenant governor, their team, this mayor who works tirelessly. I see him up close all the time. To the individuals that have made decisions, your team, Ryan, and those that are associated with you that brought this about. I know Nicole made this happen, right? and I understand. And Marty Polio, Superintendent Polio, he catches hell all the time. He's standing right there at the point. He's an easy target for anybody who wants to make him so. But at the end of the day, he shows up every day, delivering everything he's got, using all the resources he can muster to deliver to our children and to those who support our children. Thank you. The school board, Dr. Shaw. Did I say anything more? Those who know Dr. Shaw know that he doesn't stand up looking for fanfare and all that kind of stuff. He's going right straight to the issue. He's thoughtful about it, but he's resolute. And that's what I think is so important about his leadership. I applaud you, sir, and I think we all applaud you, you and your board. And then when it really gets down to it, it's going to be that principal, isn't it? That principal and the principal's team, when they receive these young people in this new environment, with this new technology, with all the commitment and love that they can give to these young people, they go in and they go out richer than when they came. That's what this is all about, is it not? Thank you. Thank you. Look, everything's been said here. I'm not going to repeat this. The governor went down the line. I sat there and I got goosebumps. I just got to tell you. And then I got to say this. The mayor gets up and then he says, I'm going to say something different. I'm going right straight to the issue. And then he fires it up. And then I said, I don't have nothing else to say. But I am going to say this. There's something that's said, and I think it's central to all that's happening here. Talk is cheap. But when you bring value, that's what it's all about. And you see and understand what that value means in the 33rd Senatorial District. And I have to say it, the 33rd Senatorial District, that we take it personal here. and I speak on behalf of everyone who lives in this district, and particularly the West Louisville, that we deserve more, much more. And all those who do not understand the word together, working in partnership for the good for all, if you don't understand that, get another job. Do something else. I have really nothing else to say other than I am so excited. Do you feel the energy? And it's just I won't call it the beginning, because it really began before this. But I think this is a revving up of the energy that I think is laying stronger foundation for good things to come. I applaud everyone that's contributed to that, and I applaud everyone that will contribute to what's going to make this community great in terms of the resources that it has. That's what it's about. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, and God bless you.
Okay, very good. Just one quick personal point of privilege. I just wanted to call out my friends, Dr. Steve Hoagland, Dr. Liz McCune, Jill Bell, wherever you are, some current and friends and alumni that have really been part of this project for many years to come, and excited that they're here to celebrate with us, so thank you. Next up, I wanted to mention President Stivers had called us and he said, make sure I'm part of this event. And because of the scheduling conflicts that he had in his own district, he'd asked instead the good senator to join us, Senator Tishner, and so I wanted to say thank you for being here. Please come join us and say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you all so much for being here today. This is indeed a very exciting event and an exciting project for West End of Louisville. As a representative of the Senate and President Stivers and the entire Senate Majority Caucus, I offer my utmost heartfelt congratulations for planting the seeds in this community so that we can see this community prosper and grow into the future. Our Majority Caucus is excited about Passport Molena's donation to the city, to Jefferson County Public Schools, and ensuring their success and the success of Hudson Middle School, having this amazing location here right across the street from this beautiful elementary school. The General Assembly launched in 2021 the passage of legislation creating the West End Opportunity Partnership. This tax increment financing district that was created 3 years ago is designed to keep West End revenue reinvested into the West End. It's controlled by local stakeholders from the different neighborhoods and other local leaders. The partnership will invest in affordable housing and home ownership in the West End and support other revitalization projects. Ultimately, this means tens of millions of dollars created in the West End will stay in the West End to benefit the West End. We all know also investing in education is absolutely what sustains and grows and builds a community and creates opportunities where opportunities may not have existed. The value of education is clearly seen in our state from education spending, which makes up the largest share of state revenue allocations. Specifically, the state's contributions to Jefferson County Public Schools with over $200 million in round numbers. No other entity in the Commonwealth has this many resources targeted to their success. And I am always honored and privileged to sit down with Marty Polio and with Chuck in my office as we discuss different legislation that will help Jefferson County Public Schools. This project has a special meaning to me. As a former missionary serving in the Dominican Republic, I was privileged to work alongside community leaders to help build sustainable development in their communities. In the 4 years my family served there, our goal was to walk alongside leaders to help them recognize their improvement targeted goals and to reach those goals to build lasting improvement for their success. Empowering people in their communities works across the globe, no matter where you are. With this 20 acres donated to Jefferson County Public Schools, we will indeed see local community development thrive in this area. One of my favorite quotes, and I'll end with this, is from President Nelson Mandela. There is no passion in playing small and settling for a life less than the one you are capable of living. This indeed is no small project. It is one that has the potential to create opportunities that can change the course of lives of those living in this community and help them reach their goals for the future and to live the lives that they are capable of living. Thank you all so much.
All right. Thank you all for your comments. Also, Senator Neal, we know leadership is difficult, and especially in today's day and age, but days like this make it worthwhile. I would also like to take this opportunity to recognize a friend of mine who is the pastor of the church a block and a half over that way, King Solomon Baptist Church, Reverend Charles Elliott. Thank you so much for your service and everything you've done, Reverend Elliott. And when we built this school, I told him we were going to block the view from the front of the church to the poles that were sitting here. And I told him hopefully one day we would build a school here. So I'm so happy for you to join us. Thank you, Reverend Elliott. We appreciate you. It's my honor to introduce our board chair. I want to say this, being a school board member anywhere is difficult, but during these times in Jefferson County, it's very challenging. It is essentially a volunteer job. It is a job that they are doing for the service of children, and there's no one who does that more than our board chair, Dr. Corey Schull.
Good morning. Good morning. What an amazing, thank you. What an amazing day to be alive, and what an amazing day to be in West Louisville. Thank you, Governor Beshear, for advocating for public education. Thank you to our Lieutenant Governor. Thank you for Mayor Greenberg. Thank you to Mr. Sadler and Dr. Polio, and to the extraordinary Nicole Yates. And to the attorneys, you can't leave out the lawyers, for making this day happen. This day is a testament to the fact that transformation can happen. And when you have the right people at the table, transformation does happen. Kids are important. Kids must be central. Kids must continue to be invested in. And that's what this site is symbolic of. So on behalf of the Jefferson County Board of Education, we thank you, Molena, for this transformative donation. We also say if anybody else has a piece of prime property that you might want to donate, we would love to speak with you. Thank you, Louisville, for insisting on good things for children and insisting on good things for West Louisville. It's an awesome day to be alive. Thank you.
And last but definitely not least, we will hear from the leader on the ground who will be the principal walking and opening the doors of this school. And I have to say, look at all the Hudson Panthers. Get them, Hudson Panthers. We knew she was the right person for this job right away. She's an awesome principal, Dr. Geronda Majors.
Wow. Okay. To Kiara and Sierra and Khalees and Janice, you are welcome here. To Carmelo and Damien and Journey and Denise, you are welcome here. To Carrie and to Reggie, Ronisha, and Aisha, you are welcome here. To Philip and Ja'Cory and Shamika and Tanika, you are welcome here. To Shay and to Bay and to Jay and to Tay, you are welcome here. To Barbara and Kathy and Deborah and Faye, you are welcome here. To Wanda and Thomas and Adam and Latrice, you are welcome here. To Craig and Marty and Andy and Maurice, you are welcome here. To Bonnie, to Miss Bonnie, to Maya, Jabani, and Tyrese, you are welcome here. Heck, to Lottie and Dottie and everybody, you are welcome here. We are incredibly grateful for this day and to have the opportunity to declare that we will build a middle school in West End, in the West Louisville area, where we are truly the school for the people. I want to give respect and honor to God, to the ancestors, to the land on which we stand, to the ancestors that were never able to see this day, and most importantly, to the ancestor, Dr. J. Blaine Hudson, our namesake. Thank you to Molena Healthcare, to Dr. Polio, to our board, to our governor, to our lieutenant governor, to our mayor, and many of those that represent us throughout the state, as well as the city. I want to thank all the district personnel that have been doing an amazing job, have done an amazing job, will continue to do an amazing job. Thank you for all that you've done. I appreciate the support. But I want every single Hudson Panther to stand up right now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for everybody that I work alongside. Thank you for your resilience and your flexibility. And I know it hasn't been easy, and I thank you for that. Please give it up for our staff again and all our Hudson Panthers. But more importantly, thank you to all of our Hudson students who demonstrate our vision of learning and leading and serving each and every day. So I'm so glad that you all are here today to see this historic day. We recognize that we are making history and our impact will be for generations to come. So I started this list of names and know that those names represent students and future students, staff and future staff members, families, the community, our leaders, and many folks in between. So in 2026, when we cut this ribbon, I hope to remind everyone, I hope to remind you and you and you and you and you and you that you are welcome here. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Majors. That was amazing. I think I saw Councilwoman Shamika Parrish right in the house. Yes, you're welcome. Good to see you. Tavon, I now know what you felt a couple of months ago. It's a great day. And Pastor Cosby, thank you for, I know you pray for me all the time for obvious reasons. And I can't thank you enough for your spiritual leadership and your leadership that you have shown me over the years. All of these folks here in the middle are my partners, community partners. They've heard me cuss and fuss and complain, and I'm still on Greenwich time. I returned from Greece Monday night. While I was in Greece, I learned this was going to happen today, and we got me home pretty quickly, and I'm leaving today for Milan. So I'm still on. I'm still waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning because I'm 7 hours ahead. I cannot. This is a great day for West Louisville, and I really can't express it just how much. And so all of you here, everyone, some of you received personal invitations from me. It was intentional for you to be here. And thank you for your love and your support and your partnership. And we hope that Molena has been an amazing partner to this community. And we are going to keep going with that. And we won't stop. can't stop. We won't stop. And we're going to keep going. There's more to come. And Dr. Polio, I believe that Ken Clay has a book that he would like to present to you if you would like to just stand over here and grab it from him. He's got it right here, so he doesn't have to. But this is the book that Dr. Hudson was involved with, and it is, you want? Mm-hmm. So this community, it is amazing of what we can do and what we have done. And we have been, when Dr. Majors talks about our ancestors and how they would be so proud of us, and I'm just proud to be here today. So also, I said this yesterday to the team, and so it's so funny because they said, who are you going to invite? And I said, Lottie Dottie and everybody. And so I know. And so now we are going to invite Lottie Dottie and everybody on this side here, if you'll go out by Jenny, who's got her hand raised, and we have a ceremonial shovel toss that we will do.
1,